So here are some exercises to help with abdominal breathing. If you're finding that you're not able to take a low enough breath or you're getting a little bit tight, high up, these should help. Abdominal breathing is also known as diaphragmatic breathing. It means that we're accessing the diaphragm, which is a large dome-shaped sheet of muscle that lies just underneath the lower ribs, and it's an involuntary muscle. It just does its own thing. As we breathe in, it descends, and as we breathe out, as we're singing, laughing, talking, and just breathing out naturally, it comes back up again. So these are exercises to help with that process. So first of all, it's really important to think about posture. I'm going to sit down and demonstrate these exercises, but you can stand up, or if you're finding it particularly hard to feel any movement here as you take these low breaths, it may be a really good idea to lie flat on the floor with your knees bent. You could pop a pillow underneath your knees and behind your head. Get comfy. You could do it in bed even, but you're going to lie, get yourself comfortable, and then you can place one hand on your abdomen, so it's just where the lower ribs are. Just make sure the hand isn't too low. Keep it a bit higher up, and the other arm or the other hand on your chest. So you should feel a little bit more movement with your lower hand than you do up here. That's what we're aiming for. If you're standing or you're sitting, it's really good to look in a long mirror, and then you can check your posture, check that you haven't collapsed at all. So if you're standing or sitting, just make sure that you're nice and tall. If you're standing, imagine a straight line from your ear to your shoulder, to the hip, to the knee, and then to the arch of the foot. And if I'm sitting, I'm going to push my bottom back into the chair, stick a cushion there if you need to, that's absolutely fine. If you're sitting down, if you're lying down, feel that you're lying nice and straight. So what we want to do is just start off by making sure that we're sitting or standing nice and tall. So I would roll the elbows like that, roll the shoulders back, making sure that we're not collapsed. And this is something that we need to just check every now and again throughout the exercises. Nice and tall, just wiggle your shoulders up, just feel nice and relaxed. And then just take an easy breath every day, natural breath in through your nose and out of your mouth. You can breathe along with me or just take it at your own pace, just breathing in. Nice easy breath in and out again. And just stay like that for a while. You can pause the video if you're doing it along with me, but just take a few in just to get to the basics of what's happening. And then after that, it's quite nice to just extend that a little bit more. So we'll breathe in for 3 counts through our nose and hiss out for 6. So we breathe in for 3, 2, 3, and we hiss out for 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then relax the muscles, the tummy muscles. Breathe in again. 2, 3, and hiss out for 6. Really good if you place your hands here. When you breathe in, hopefully you'll feel a little bit of movement there, your tummy relaxing, keeping the upper part of the body nice and still. So we'll breathe in for 3 and hiss out for 6. Now we'll hiss out for 7. Breathe in for 3. 1, 2, 3. Hiss out for 7. Breathe in for 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll hiss out for 8. And so on. You can go for 9 or 10. You can practice this lying down first, and then maybe later on when you're feeling like you're able to take good, low, long, relaxing, efficient breaths, Try it standing up, sitting down, really, really good. So another one that we can do is we can blow out all of our air and feel the abdominal muscles tighten up as we do that. So I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to hiss out, because that's quite a good thing to do, or you could just blow out your air. Let it all go. Feel how the tummy muscles tighten up a bit, and then we relax them and breathe in. So when we run out of breath, we often feel it here. Really important not to collapse your posture as you do that. Stay nice and tall as much as you can. Stick your hands here. Make sure they're a bit high up and not on your hips or on your lower tummy. So breathe out, blow out all your air now. Keep blowing out, and you're tightening up, and now relax. There we are, and breathe in. We'll do that again. Breathe out. Keep tall and breathe in. And you can practice quite a few of those. That's quite nice. Don't overdo it though. If you start feeling lightheaded or dizzy, just stop. Take this at your own pace. Another extension of that is what I call like a bicycle pump breath. So we hiss out in a short way, say 3 or 4 times. Let's go for 4 times, making sure that after every hiss you don't then breathe back in. So I'm going to demonstrate. I've got my hands here. Stay nice and still here. Check your posture, sitting nice and tall. And I'm going to hiss out 4 short ones. And then I breathe in. And again, 4 short ones. And we breathe in. That's it. You can carry on doing that. You can do 4 short ones, and then you'll have a bit of air left in your lungs, and then you can blow out all the rest of the air before you breathe back in again. So I'll demonstrate first. Let it all out, and then breathe in. And you should feel some movement here, hopefully. If you don't, even if it's just a tiny bit, doesn't matter. Just keep working it. Just do these exercises only little and often. So let's try that together one more time. So we just breathe in normally. Don't need to take a big puffy breath in. 4 short ones. Get rid of your air. You'll tighten up here and take a breath in. One more time. Breathe in. There we are. Take it at your own pace. Another nice one to do is the steam train breathing. If you're finding it hard to locate these muscles, doing little short puffs is quite a good way to start. So just imagine your little steam train, and we're going shh. Keep it really short and staccato. Again, place your hands here over where your solar plexus is. Little short staccato ones, like little hiccups. Hic, 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 hic. And hopefully you will feel the movement there. And as soon as you've shushed out, the air should come back in again. It's a natural reflex action that's happening here, which is really useful to try and kind of maximise that. So you should be able to go on forever just shushing without running out of breath. If you're running out of breath, it just means that the reflex action hasn't quite come back in again yet. But just keep having little practices. So we just do some little shushes. That's it. You might want to take them a bit slower. I might be doing them a little bit fast or a bit faster. Maybe. An extension of that one is starting off slow with slow shushes, like you're a big steam train at the platform and you're sort of chuffing off down the track. So we start off with some long ones, and you probably have to time this yourself, but I'll demonstrate first. Take an easy breath in. Don't overbreathe for any of these exercises to start. So we breathe in, long shush. Very important that we don't let the shush die like this, because then these muscles go a bit kind of soggy We don't get the reflex action of when the air comes back in. Shh, 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 and then we accelerate. Shh, 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 shh. Go chuffing off down the track. There are lots of other things you can do. You can imagine you've got a big birthday cake and you're blowing out candles. Again, stick your hands here, one hand here as well. Let's just check that posture, that we're lying nice and still, or standing or sitting nice and tall. So imagine you've got I don't know how many candles you want on your cake, maybe 5. We're 5 years old, so we just do short puffs, trying to blow out the candles. So we take an easy breath in and go. Imagine you've got a long birthday cake and they're just there. That's quite useful. Let's do that again. So, any kind of panting or is quite good. We can sing some little kind of sounds like we do in our singing Parkinson's group. So things like e, 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 he, or just say it. He. You can imagine you're like Father Christmas and you're giving a big laugh. Ha, 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 ho, ho, ho. Anything like that is quite good. You could learn the Laughing Policeman song, maybe. But I'll sing some of the little very staccato means short and jumpy, like little hiccups. So he. You may just want to speak those he, ha, 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 that kind of thing. Anyway, I hope all of that is useful. Always just keep rechecking your posture. Practice these just take one exercise and sit down for 1 minute and do it. You don't have to do the whole lot, just little bits and pieces. And hopefully you should just get these lower muscles working a little bit more. This kind of breathing is so good. It's so much more efficient so that you can take a nice relaxing breath. Thank you very much for watching.